Now, please. Good morning, students.
Good morning, teacher.
Take your seats. So, firstly, at our lesson, I want to divide you into groups. Have a look at the wheel spin. So, each group will have 3 or 4 people. It depends on your number. So, let's firstly choose the people for the first group. Let me spin the wheel. So, they come up here. Now we're going to remove you. The next student for the first group is Danilo. Come up here. Come on. Danilo, you coming? So one more student. Aida, you're welcome to join voice. So, Aida, Daniil, and Oleg, you have to sit there. Can you, Jasik and Mia, sit somewhere there? So, for the second team, are as follows. Ramsey, come up here. You will be the first member of the second team. Next student. Vanya, come up here. So one more student for team number 2 is Leah. Leah, you're welcome to join the room. Thank you. Take your seats here. And students for the last group. Yes, Bayram, come up here. Next student is Imran. Imran, you're welcome. So one more student for your group. 2 more students, I'm sorry. Dasha, join them, please. Come on. We are so glad to be with boys. And one more student who is going to join this team. Come on, session. Alikan, you're welcome. Where is Alikan? So take your things and join group number 3. So guys, have a look at the board now. You are already divided into 4 teams. Have a look at the board. What animals do you see? Raise your hands if you want to answer. What else?
Turtle. White shark. Lake rat.
Okay, what else? What animal is this? Panda. And this one? So, what do you remember about these animals? What is special about them?
They are dying out.
They are dying out. Okay. What's the synonym of dying out? Yes. They are going to be endangered nowadays. That's it. As you see, today we're going to talk about endangered species, different endangered animals. Where can these animals live? Where do they live? Where do they live? Where? Sea. Where else? Water. Okay. In Kazakhstan, some of them probably. Who knows? How do we call the place where these animals can live? Nature. What? Reserves. Yes, that's it. So the theme of our lesson today is natural reserves. So natural reserves, are these animals from only one country?
No.
So natural reserves around the world. That's it. Thank you. Around the world. Now please take your mobile phones. Take your mobile phones using special app which is called QReport. This app is connected with artificial intelligence. Please scan this code. We've got 14 students, so everyone are here, yes? You're all here. So let me start the presentation. Not everyone. what one word comes to mind when you think about natural reserves around the world? So you will have 30 seconds to write one word which comes to your mind with this theme. So let's start it. Come on. Think of, write only one word which comes to your mind. Write only one word which comes to your mind. One word which comes to your mind with natural reserves around the world. Come on, the time is going to end. Have you? Thank you. Thank you. What words have we written? You can see them there. So who can read the words? You're welcome, Jessica.
Forest, nature, plants, animals, ocean, again, animal, again, wild, endangered, species, and common.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's get further. At the very beginning of the lesson, I want to know, what is your mood for now? I'm going to give you 1 minute to draw, using your fingers, your mood at the beginning of the lesson. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. So draw your mood at the beginning of the lesson. Be honest, please. So let's have a look at the results. Let's find out your mood for the beginning of the lesson. So I see that you're very happy. You've got a good mood. You're really happy. I'm glad that you're so happy for the beginning of my lesson. Thank you so much for your drawings. Now let's find out our objectives for the lesson. What are we going to do today? So the first objective, Aida, please.
Today we're going to consolidate new vocabulary.
Thank you. So who wants to read the second objective? Oleg.
Read a lesson about nature reserves around the world.
And the third objective? One minute.
Make up video presentation about the nature reserves in Kazakhstan using AI.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we're going to watch the video about natural reserves around the world. So are you ready to watch the video?
Yes.
After watching, you should tell me what two nature reserves are mentioned in the video. So let's get started.
Nature reserves around the world. The Korgalzhin Nature Reserve is to the west of Astana. It covers more than 500,000 hectares of some of the most beautiful wetlands in Kazakhstan. The wet, swampy landscape is a perfect habitat for hundreds of species of animals and plants. Here you can see roe deer, lynx and elk, as well as rare species of moss, lichen and mushrooms. But Korgalzhin is most famous for all the amazing species of birds that go there. Visit the park at the beginning of May and you'll see fish eagles, pelicans and Siberian white cranes. However, the star attractions of Korgalzhin are the famous greater flamingos.
Okay. Tell me please, what two nature reserves were mentioned in the video? What two nature reserves? Nature reserve and low farmers. Yes, that's it. Thank you very much. Now each group will have the task. You've got 4 questions. 4 questions about that nature reserves which you've already worked with. So let's have a look here. You will have 20 seconds to answer each of the questions. So if it's not convenient to have a look at the interactive board, you can see the same questions on the papers which I gave you. So, who can read the question? Who is able? Just read the first question.
What is the Ағылшын nature reserve?
You've got 20 seconds. Choose the correct answer. Choose the correct answer at your report app. Choose the correct. Here is the thing.
Okay.
Have you chosen?
Super.
The students have chosen that's all correct. One, it's beautiful wetlands. And one student has chosen that it's diverse species of animals and plants. So what is really the correct answer? Of course you were right, all of them are correct. So the next question. So Leah, could you read us the next question, please?
What is the best time to visit the park to see fish, eagles, dolphins, Siberian whites?
So you watched the video, you have to choose the correct answer again. So, the most part of the students, of course, is right, all correct. And the last question, Bayram, could you read it, please?
Where can you find the most wild population of red-necked whales?
Always, okay. So you're welcome, 20 seconds. Yes, of course, you're absolutely right. Thank you for your replies. So, before we start reading the text, of course, we have to work out new vocabulary. So here are the new words. Here you are. And the same new words can be seen by you on the board. And you can see them in Q Report app. Here you are. And here you are. So please listen and repeat to the words, okay?
Guided canoe trip.
Guided canoe.
Hectare.
Hectare.
Landscape.
Landscape.
Massive.
Massive.
Migrate.
Migrate.
Rare.
Rare.
Swampy.
Swampy.
Wetland.
Wetland.
Woodland.
Woodland.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to give you 1 minute to learn the words by heart. Let's check if you can learn the words for 1 minute.
Can you show me?
So, the minute is over. I need 2 volunteers. Who wants to come up here and sit on these chairs? So, Jasik, please. And Alejandro, please. Come on. Sit opposite each other, back to back. Put away your mobile phone. It's not honest now. So, don't have a look anywhere. So, what is English for перекресток?
Crossroads.
Экскурсия.
Guided canoe trip.
Гектар.
Hectare.
Пейзаж.
Landscape.
Ага, thank you. Массивный, большой.
Massive.
Окей. Редкий.
Rare.
Мигрировать.
Migrate.
Oops. What is the correct word? Can you repeat?
Migrate.
Migrate, yes, that's it. Болотистый.
Swampy.
Заболоченная территория.
Wetland.
Окей. Лесистая местность. Thank you very much. Boys, take your seat. So, some more students who wants to try. Okay, Imran. And who else? You're welcome, man. Thank you. Now, let's listen to the text and find out the information, some more details about Ағылшын Nature Reserve and Loch Lomond. Please follow the text in your books.
Nature reserves around the world. Nature reserves are magical places, open for everyone to visit and enjoy. They protect spectacular wildlife and landscapes, including many rare species and habitats. Here are just a few beautiful reserves around the world. Loch Lomond. Loch Lomond is a beautiful lake in the west of Scotland. It's famous for its fantastic wildlife and woodland. Come in the spring and you'll see the woods full of beautiful bluebells and ransoms, wild garlic. In the woods around the lake, you can see red deer and red squirrels, and if you're really lucky, you might even see the rare majestic golden eagle. The best way to experience the beauty of the loch is on one of the guided canoe trips around the lake. You can visit all the wonderful islands and see one of the biggest surprises of the area. The pretty little island is home to the northernmost wild population of red-necked wallabies. These cute animals originally come from Australia and were brought to Scotland over 70 years ago. Corgill Hen Nature Reserve. The Corgill Hen Nature Reserve is to the west of Astana, and it covers more than 500,000 hectares of some of the most beautiful wetlands in Kazakhstan. The wet, swampy landscape is the perfect habitat for hundreds of species of animals and plants. Here you can see roe deer, lynx and elk, as well as rare species of moss, lichen and mushrooms that can't be seen anywhere else. But Corgill Hen is most famous for all the amazing species of birds that go there. The two massive lakes on the reserve are like a giant crossroads for migrating birds. The best time to visit is the beginning of May, when you'll see fish eagles, pelicans and Siberian white cranes. However, the star attractions of Corgill Hen are the famous greater flamingos. It's worth the trip just to see these beautiful pink birds.
What about this animal? Where can we find this animal? In what nature reserve? Where? So what animal is this, Sasha? Wallaby. Where can we find it? Loch Lomond, thank you. What about this animal? Deer. Where can we find it? Okay. And what about this one? Where?
Everywhere.
What about this animal? Bird. Flamingo. Where can you find flamingos? Ағылшын nature reserve. Thank you very much for this activity. Have a look at exercise 2 Here we've got some statements. How many statements do you see in this task? 4 statements. Okay. We need to correct the statements so that they were true according to the text. So, Aida, the first sentence is yours. In the spring, the forests around Loch Lomond are full of what? Are full of moss. What is incorrect here?
In the spring, the forest around the robots and
Full. Robots and plants. Okay. The second sentence, Vanya, you're welcome.
Loch
In the
Lomond
correct
is
order.
famous for its wildlife and woodland.
Yes, not flamingos. That's it. So the third sentence, Kirill. The Corgill Nature Reserves cover 1 million hectares. What is the correct version?
The Corgill Reserve nature reserve covers 500,000
Hectares. Okay, covered. Thank you. And the last sentence, Alejandro, the star attractions of Corgill are the Siberian white cranes. What's the correct?
The star attractions of Corgill are the
Okay, thank you very much. We're going to have the main task of our lesson where you should use any artificial intelligence app. So I'm going to give you the criteria for each of your group. As it was before, you continue working in your groups. So take 2 of them. Here you are, and you. It's the general criteria for all of you. Now, have a look at the criteria. What should we do? So I have to give it some of you. It's yours. Here you are. Do all of you have the criteria? Okay. So let's have a look. You need to make up a kind of presentation using, as I told you before, any artificial intelligence app. What's the criteria? If you want to get 10 or 8 points, what information should you include into your presentation? Who can read about 10 and 8 points? Just
Name, place, location, animals.
So, pay attention. You should use any AI app to create 3 or 4 pictures. 3 or 4 pictures of that nature reserve which you choose. Then, should create a video using pictures done by artificial intelligence. Firstly, you create pictures using any app. Then, using these pictures, you should create short videos. What grammar should you use if you want to get 10 or 8 points? The very last point. Present or past, simple, inactive and passive voice. That's it. If you want to get 7 or 5 points, what are the criteria? Remzi, could you read it, please? Read all the points.
Need to include info about name, place, location, animals. Should you use any AI app to create 2 or 1 pictures? Should create a video using the pictures done by AI and present it to class. Should use present or past simple activity.
So what's the difference? If you want to have 10 or 8 points, you have to create 3 or 4 pictures. If you want to get 7 or 5 points, you should create only how many pictures? 2 or 1, that's it. And I'm sure that no one of you wants to get 4 or 1 points, but anyway, let's read the criteria, the new please, for the last one.
You need to include the info about name, place, location, animals, and points.
No, that one. Name, place, location.
And create a poster using found info.
What grammar should we use?
Should use present simple active.
Active. So if you want to get 4 or 1 point, you can create the paper poster. Is the task clear? I'm going to give you 10 minutes, please work.
It helps the speaker lead his audience into the scene he describes by creating an imaginary picture. Usually it's something that moves.
Tell me please, have you already created the pictures of your natural reserves?
Yes.
Now please, each team has to scan this QR code, and when you finish making up your video, you have to send your video to the wall which will appear here. Scan this QR codes. Scan the codes, please. There would be the Padlet wall. You can see your Padlet wall has already opened. Can you come and show? Oh, it's here. So the wall is already opened. Here the wall is already opened. Now please create the video using your pictures and send this video to that wall. Is the task clear? Thank you very much. So you have created your videos. Now let's have a look at them.
Burabay. Burabay is a resort located in the Akmola region of Kazakhstan. It's known for its beautiful natural scenery, including forests, lakes and mountains. The area is home to a variety of wildlife, such as deer, foxes, and many species of birds.
Okay, so the next video.
Alakol Nature Reserve is located in eastern Kazakhstan near Alakol Lake. The reserve was established in 1998 to protect its unique ecosystem. Animals. It is home to rare species like white-billed seal, snow sheep, and migration birds such as the gray crane. Plants. The reserve hosts a variety of plants typical for steppe and wetland ecosystems, including several rare and unique species.
So don't forget that all the videos were created using artificial intelligence. And one more video.
Aksu-Jabaglı is the oldest reserve in Kazakhstan, founded in 1926. It is located in the foothills of the Tian-Shan and is known for its unique nature. Rare species live here, including snow leopards and marals.
The landscape combines mountains, geysers, and alpine meadows. The reserve attracts scientists and tourists from all over the world with its beauty and biodiversity.
Thank you so much. So as you see, today we have consolidated new vocabulary. We have read and listened about the nature reserves around the world. And you had made up a video presentation about the nature reserve in Kazakhstan using artificial intelligence.